for joining us. As we always do, we just want to thank you all for supporting Search for Uhuru. Thank you all for supporting the platform. It really means a lot. Also, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Again, make sure you go to dynastymirror.com. Let me get this banner rolling real quick. All right, there we go. Again, make sure you guys go to dynastymirror.com. While you're there, Africa is the Now shirt. Everyone needs to have an Africa is the Now shirt and a book. There's almost 83,000 of you all. With that being said, at least 83,000 shirts and books should have been bought by now. But we're getting there because I believe in you guys. I believe in the Search for Uhuru family. I believe in you all. While you're at dynastymirror.com, make sure you join the email list so you guys can stay up to date in regards to what's going on with the brand and the platform. Like, share, and subscribe to the content. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the content. Really appreciate you guys' support. So as you come into the chat room, just hit that like button. Again, hit that like button and then become a monthly Patreon. Patreon.com, search for Uhuru, everybody. Again, we don't have a CBS or NBC or ABC or TNT or ESPN, BET budget. So therefore, we need you all to support us in helping us grow the platform. Okay, again, we need you all to help us in growing the platform. Without further ado, we have Miss Tiffany Banner on with us. Now, Miss Banner, are you related to David Banner by chance? Is that your cousin?
Definitely not.
Okay, so we have Miss Tiffany Banner on with us all the way from Tanzania.
Hi.
And we are going to jump right into it. Now, Tiffany, you're 19.
I am.
Meaning you just graduated from high school not too long ago.
Yes, I graduated last May.
Last May. Now, where are you from originally in the States, or where are you from?
I was born in New York, but I grew up in like the Atlanta suburban area of Georgia.
Okay, I live in Atlanta. Where'd you go to high school at?
High school. I went to I went to this high school called Chattahoochee.
I know Chattahoochee. Okay.
Very, 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 very suburban.
Yeah, well,
Very.
I live in Atlanta, so I know Chattahoochee. Okay.
Yeah.
So you went to Chattahoochee. Okay, perfect. So did you do any college at all, or after high school you say, forget it, I'm dipping to Africa?
Yes, yeah. I didn't do any college at all because I decided that I didn't like the curriculum because what was being taught to us in school was basically making us hate ourselves. The only history that we learned was about slavery. And then, we learned about Christopher Columbus and how he was this great man and he discovered the Americas and how our ancestors were just slaves. So even though I wasn't necessarily African centered back then, I still knew something was wrong with the education system. So I decided to not continue that into college and to do my own thing. So, yeah.
Okay. So when I graduated from high school, from Christian Brothers High School in Sacramento, California, when I was 18, I went to the University of Georgia in Athens.
UGA, yeah.
I went to UGA. Now, even going from Sacramento to Georgia, my family and parents are like, that's on the other side of the country.
Right.
You decided to go to a whole different continent.
Yeah.
And the most eastern part of that continent as well.
Yeah.
So how was this received by your parents?
Well, my parents are not African centered. That's why I came by myself. And I kind of told my parents, and they have the whole, oh, I'm scared of Africa. Africans are starving and all that stuff. So I told my mom, and at first she was not very receptive, but then I started to really educate her about, I mean, obviously we're from Africa, but I started to educate her about everything that is going on in Africa, but on top of that, what Africa is, Africa is our home, and Africa is literally a holy land, and we're all supposed to be returning like right now. And yeah, I was basically just educating her on stuff like that, and now she's finally receptive to everything, and she said she's very inspired by me now, so I'm just really hoping that she'll come out here eventually.
Now, at the age of 18 and 19, I was just focused on football and girls. Like, what sparks your interest into Africa? What inspired you to just say, "Forget it, I'm going to Tanzania"?
Well, so actually, when, like I said, when I graduated high school, instead of going to college, I decided to travel. So I saved up some money to start traveling, and then I went to Jamaica this January, 2 days after I turned 19. And then I went to Jamaica because I wanted to learn more about my heritage and my family. And then it was then that I was introduced to my ancestors, and when I like touched that soil, I felt something that I had never felt before, and that was the presence of my ancestors. So they have been carrying me ever since then, and they were like, "Okay, cool, you went to Jamaica, but now you need to come home. You need to come to Africa." So since then, it's just that's just been the whole goal. And one thing that, I mean, obviously Jamaica was the sparking point, but also reading a lot of books. I've been reading a lot of books about our history and ancient Kemet, and that is what really was like Africa, Africa, Africa. So yeah.
Mhm. How did your friends take it when you decided that you're gonna make the jump to Tanzania?
um well, a lot of people didn't really, they were very shocked because I'm the type of person that just, I mean, if there's something that I want to do, then I'll just do it. So, yeah, I mean, they were shocked, but at the end of the day, any person that does not have their future in Africa is not, I can't consider that person my friend. If
Wow, wow. Repeat that again. Repeat that again.
I said any person that does not have Africa in their future is not considered my friend.
Mm. What makes you say that? Let's expand on that.
Yeah, so well, first of all, I'm only friends with African people. That's like a standard foundation. And second of all, you have a lot of people that are proud to be black but not proud to be African. And
Mm.
we are literally fighting for not only our land, but we're fighting for our spirits. Our ancestors in ancient Kemet were doing such amazing things, and then they were invaded, and now they're looking to us to get let them work through us. So if you are not letting your ancestors work through you, then you're disappointing your ancestors, but you're also disappointing, me. And the goal really is to keep fighting for Africa and fighting for our ancestors. After what has happened, we can't just say, well, yeah, I mean, Africa's cool. Like, no, Africa is our home, and we have to fight till the very end for our home and for our land and for our rights. Like, Africa has to be the center of every person. So if you could live in Africa and you could be born in Africa, but still, if you don't consider Africa your center, then you cannot call yourself an African. That's my opinion.
Mm. Guys, hit that like button. We have almost 200 people watching. So please hit the like button as you come into the chat room. Again, please hit that like button, everybody, as you come to the chat room. So what are your thoughts? Like, can you share with us how do you, in what direction do you view America going in? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
You want me to be honest?
Of course, yeah, of course, be honest. Be honest.
All right. Well, I view America falling by the end of the year.
Expand on that. Go ahead, expand on that.
Yeah, well, so like I said, I view everything from an African centered point of view. Africa is the center of everything. So once you have Africa as a center, you go out from there and you look at Africa as a promised land. Literally, Africa is a promised land. And then you look at America and you look at what it's done to African people. You can't just do, for example, slavery. That's just one atrocity that's been committed against us. You can't just enslave another group of people for 400 years and then not have consequences. So America is literally the land that was made to break the spirits of our ancestors. So that is there. And on top of that, all of the racism and everything else that's gone over there, at the end of the day, if you do something bad, it's going to have to come back to you. So that's what I see. The bad that America has done is going to have to come back to America. That's just the law of attraction. That's just the way the universe works. It's what goes around comes around.
So how do you think it's going to play out for those who are still here in America, especially Black people, specifically Black people?
Well, there are a lot of people, like I said, who do not have their Africa at the center. And I do believe that a lot of our brothers and sisters will make it out, but there are so many people that are still trying to fight for, freedom and equality in that land. And I like to say that equality does not exist if you're fighting in a land with your ancestors' blood ingrained in the soil. So most of our brothers and sisters who have Africa as their center will make it out, but a lot of people will not. Those are the people that I like to call them, they want to stay on the plantation. So
Mm-hmm.
there's three different types of people: the people that want freedom, there's the people that don't know they're enslaved, and there's the people that like being enslaved. So, some people who don't know that they're enslaved will probably wake up and come. That's what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of people that like being enslaved, and they would rather just go down with America than come back home. So that's
Why is that? Why would they rather go down? Like, we have to unpackage that mindset. Like, why do you think they would rather just go down with America?
so that really goes down to a lot of PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome. Dr. Naim Ekbar, he's an African psychologist. He talks a lot about that. That's basically the 400 years of slavery. It's not just something that happened, and it's not just something that's in the past. It's something that's basically like engraved in your genetic memory. So a lot of it's engraved in our memory to just hate ourselves and to love the people that have caused us so much suffering. And like I said, when you come to Africa, you need to heal from a lot of trauma that's been put against you and your ancestors. So it's I think or I don't know if he's a doctor, but Jawanza Kundufu once said that if you enslave the mind, then you don't even have to worry about the body because the body will follow. So we've been following this slave mentality, PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome, for 400 years. And there are people that want to break it, but there are others who just do not want to. And that's basically just because we had a spell placed on us. We had a very demonic spell placed on us, and there are some people that want to break the spell, and there are some people who are letting their ancestors work through them, and there are other people that just do not want.
They just want to be under the spell.
Mm.
Tiffany, how do you think this election is going to play out?
The election.
Yeah, how do you think this election is going to play out here in
I think
America?
Well, I think that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are going to win.
Okay.
Looking, and that's not because I like them. I don't like any of the politicians in America.
Mm-hmm.
But why I believe that they're going to win is because I look at a lot of patterns. So I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but they've made it pretty obvious. Every 4 years, there's a spike in the Black Lives Matter movement. So every election year, there's a lynching that's been publicized and put on TV and social media for everybody to see. And we all know who was lynched a few months ago. And now the Democrats have started using that as their basically campaign. So all the Democrats are saying, oh, yeah, 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 Black Lives Matter, vote for us. We're not Trump. And one thing I like to say is Black people's hatred for Trump is going to get them killed, because you look at Trump's policies and then you also look at Joe Biden's and Kamala's policies. And, people want to vote for Kamala Harris because she's half Black, she's half Jamaican. But what people don't realize is that they're not looking into the details. They're not looking into the fact that she's locked up over like 1,500 Black men for counts of marijuana. And if she's done something like that, then something little as marijuana, think about what she'll do to tear apart families and stuff like that. So what I like to say is that and also Malcolm X has said this, the Democrats are more dangerous than the Republicans, because the Republicans are like a lion and the Democrats are like a sly fox. You can see a lion from a mile away, you can hear its roar, but the fox always creeps around and it tries to look like it's your friend. The fox always appears a little, but that's the one that's going to attack you the most.
Mm. Now, how has your okay? So why Tanzania? Why did you choose Tanzania to relocate to?
Yeah, so actually, I was decided on Ghana first because my family's from Jamaica, and a lot of Jamaicans trace their lineage and ancestry to Ghana. So I was really set on Ghana, but then I realized that I didn't know anybody in Ghana, and there were a bit more connections in Gambia. And so I was waiting for Gambia to reopen their borders, and then they, out of nowhere, they placed a 90-day lockdown. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go to the country that has its borders open because I didn't want to stay in America any longer. So I came to Tanzania, and then I ended up really, really liking it. I especially really like the President Magufuli and all the things that he's been doing. Like, he's really been protecting African people here and making sure that the country and he doesn't sell out. So it's a lot of things I really love about Tanzania.
Now, Tanzania was the first African country that I visited when I went to Africa back in 2011.
Mhm.
So I did Arusha, I did Dar es Salaam, I did Zanzibar. So yeah, I got to get back to East Africa. I haven't been to East Africa since 2016 or 15 maybe.
Mhm.
So it's been a minute, but I definitely got to get back to East Africa. So what? How in Tanzania? How's your experience been? Like how's it been going?
I would say it's been going like amazing. There's a part of me, there's a part of every African person that just truly cannot thrive or live when they're in America or Europe or the Caribbean, anywhere else. So once I came here, I just felt complete. I felt something that was missing for so long finally just fill me up inside. And even if I'm just a bit stressed about something, I could just go for a walk just down the street, see palm trees with so many coconuts, and see children just playing in the street, and see, with no masks or anything, and see people on motorcycles and the bijages and just living their life, living their African lives. And that's just something that, it seems very small, it seems very simple, but that's just something that you cannot experience anywhere else other than Africa.
Mm. Now, as far as furthering your education, do you plan on attending a university in Tanzania or in Africa on the continent? What's Tiffany's? Oh, here we go. What's Tiffany's plans? For the future. I mean,
Yeah.
you're young. You're 19. I remember when I was 19. So, what's your plans? In fact, you weren't even born when I was 19.
Oh, really?
Nah,
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah, you weren't
Huh.
even born when I
But
was 19.
yeah, I was born in 2001.
Yeah, you weren't. Yeah, you weren't born.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I actually don't plan on going to college ever. Like I said, I realized that the education system was completely not even just flawed or corrupted, just not right. So I don't plan on going to an education system even in Africa, because I was talking to one of my local friends, and she said she is going to school in South Africa, and she said she doesn't even really learn about Africa. Like, she said one of the things she learns about was acid rain and the Alps, and which I believe are in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So yeah, so education going outwards basically is they fill you up with a lot of information that is not your own. They want you to learn about Europe, and they want you to learn about America, but they don't want you to learn about Africa. They don't want you to learn about ancient Kemet and all the empires of Africa. So I decided to take that upon myself and teach my own self. And what I've taught myself, even in 3 months, I've learned far more than 12 years of school. So I just say, you know what, I don't really, there's no reason for me to go.
Someone's asking, are you single? Are you looking for an African king?
Um, well, you can find many African kings in Tanzania. It's
Okay.
really, yeah, you can.
Okay. So are you single? The guy was asking, are you single? Because he I guess he wants to be your African king. Benji wants to be your African king.
I can tell it. Yes, I am.
Okay. So Benji, she's single. There you go. Okay, guys, hit that like button. Also, too, real quick, in 10 minutes, let me do this real quick. There's a clicking noise going on. All right, there we go. So, guys, in 10 minutes, I just muted you because there was a clicking noise. So I'll unmute you here in a second. In 10 minutes, we're gonna open up the line. So if you guys have a question, again, if you have a question, Uhuru and search for uhuru.com. Again, Uhuru and search for uhuru.com. Send me an email, Uhuru and search for uhuru.com. Send me an email and I will send you the link. Again, email me, Uhuru at search for uhuru.com, and I will forward you the link. Also, too, you guys, coming up, we have the tour. Sierra Leone, everybody, Sierra Leone. If you want to roll to Sierra Leone with us, message me. Go to searchforuhuru.com. Again, go to searchforuhuru.com. Message me, include your phone number, and I will call you with all of the details. Again, if you're interested in joining us in Sierra Leone, we're rolling on the 21st. We'll be back in the States on the 30th. We're celebrating Sierra Leone Independence Day. We're going to have a great time. The actual itinerary is up on Search for Uhuru. So when you go to searchforuhuru.com, you can view the itinerary as well. Come and join us. Also, too, there is a playlist. There's a Sierra Leone playlist on my YouTube page where basically it shows everything we're going to do, where we're going to go. So check that out as well. So if you want to roll to Sierra Leone with us in April of 2021, go ahead, put your deposit down, and let's roll. And guys, hit that like button. We have 336 people watching. Hit the like button, you guys. Please hit that like button. All right, let's go ahead and get Sister Tiffany back on. Bam, there we go. So do you plan on remaining in Tanzania, or do you plan on relocating somewhere else on the continent?
Yeah, I plan on staying here. I've already gotten a house and stuff, and like I said, the fact that it's on the east. So I really feel like there's a pull for me to come to the east because the closer you are to ancient Kemet, the closer you are to your ancestors, and I feel such a high connection, spiritual connection to my ancestors. And obviously, I would feel a connection to my ancestors anywhere on the continent, but I'm so close to Ethiopia and I'm so close to Kemet, and that just really affects me on another level. And on top of that, I really like the leadership in Tanzania, like Julius Nyerere, I believe is his last name. I still have to study more about him, but he has done so much to unify Tanzania as not just different tribes, because tribalism is a huge problem in Africa, but he really united the whole country as one. And you could see that with him making Kiswahili the prime language. So everybody needed to learn the language instead of, this tribe speaking this language and this tribe speaking that language. Because although different tribes have different cultures, there's no unity in here, here, and here, and here. So there's a lot of unity in Tanzania that I really, really, really like. And I want to stay here for that.
Someone in the chat room said that you plan on changing your name.
I talked about what?
Somebody in the chat room said you plan on changing your name.
Yes, yeah. So I believe every Black person should change their name because, Tiffany Banner, Tiffany, I'm pretty sure is an English name, and Banner is all the names that Black people in America specifically have, Richardson, Williamson, Thompson, all those last names. They have son because the slave owner gave our ancestors and our grandfathers and great grandfathers those names. So if you were the slave of Tom, your last name would be Thompson. If you were the slave of Richard, your last name would be Richardson. So those are names that nobody should ever have to keep. We should be returning to our ancestral names. So yeah, I'm just looking to see what name I is going to fit me best and which name my ancestors will choose for me.
1 second. Let's see here. Brother LT, I'm about to send you the link right now. Brother LT, I'm going to send you the link right now so you call in and ask your question. We're going to open the lines up. If you guys have any questions, please call in and ask your question. I put the link, my email address in the chat room. So call in and ask your question. Yeah, me personally, I'm a West Africa cat. I love West Africa. So
Yeah, I really want to visit Ghana. Like, I know I want to stay here, but I especially want to visit Ghana. It looks like a really beautiful country.
let's see here. Again, LT, I sent you the link. Go ahead and call in. Again, go ahead and call in. Okay, here we go, LT.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I just had a couple of Tiffany. So how was this is kind of I guess a different question.
LT, your Boost Mobile went out. LT, you got to pay that Metro bill, brother. You got to pay that Metro bill. Guys, if you want to call in, Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com, Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com. Let me real quick. Tiffany, how is it? Someone was asking in the chat room, how is it traveling alone as a woman, a very young woman at that?
Yeah. So I was traveling like right after I turned 19, and at first I was kind of a bit afraid, but I started to learn. I started to realize that I actually like doing things by myself a lot more because I am more in control of what I'm able to do. And if somebody doesn't want to do something, then it's like, oh well, because I'm by myself. And I think making moves are a lot more efficient when I'm by myself because, sometimes when you're traveling with other people, they hold you down and they want you to do something that they want to do. And, I don't have to worry about that because I can do whatever I want to do alone. So I like traveling alone a lot. You have complete control over whatever you want to do.
Right, I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I enjoy traveling by myself as well. Let's see if LT. Yeah, we lost a brother. Again, guys, if you want to call in, Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com. Again, guys, if you want to call in, Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com, Uhuru at searchforuhuru.com. All right, let's see here. Far from Lao, I'm about to send you the link. All right, Far from Lao. And then Mr. Prior Brand, I send you the link as well. Are you trying to get citizenship in Tanzania at all, Tiffany? Oh, let me unmute you real quick. It's just a clicking noise. Are you trying to get citizenship at all in Tanzania?
Yes, I actually am, but like I said, Magufuli, not even specifically Magufuli, but Tanzania has it a bit harder for people to gain citizenship, but that's only because it's strictly for the purpose of protecting the land and protecting the people from foreign invaders. So, it's a bit harder for repats, which is the reason why I didn't want to settle here in the first place, but I've come to see the leadership and I've come to see the land and I don't want to leave. So I will literally do whatever I have to do to obtain citizenship. So yeah, I do plan on becoming a citizen.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Far from Lao, I sent you the link. Now, guys, hit that like button. We have over 400 people watching. So once again, please hit that like button. We greatly appreciate it. Please hit that like button, everyone. Don't be stingy with the likes. Don't be stingy with the likes. Don't be stingy with the likes. So tell us a little bit more, just some more about how you've been enjoying Tanzania.
Yeah, so I've really only been to Dar es Salaam so far because I just wanted to make sure I'm settled in before I do anything else. But I really love that nobody here speaks English because English is not our native tongue, and even though Kiswahili does have Arabic influence, it's still better than speaking English or all these other European languages. So that's one thing that I really, really do love. And the people here are so friendly. People here are so nice, and the country is absolutely beautiful. It's so sunny, and it's not even summertime yet. It's still winter time, and it's like 80 degrees. So I love year-round sunshine. We, as people with melanin in our skin, we need sunshine 12 months a year, not just 6 months. So that's just one thing that I really like.
Go ahead, Fatima. Go ahead.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
You're real low.
Hold on. Let's see. Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me put my camera on.
Okay, you went back to real low. We can barely hear you now.
Hold on. Let me put my earpiece in. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Go ahead. That's better. Go ahead.
Is that better?
Yes. Yes.
No, it's okay, Abba. Okay. Greetings, Tiffany, Bawani, Brother Diners. How are you? Hi, I'm kind of over here, like still trying to get it together. Okay, so first and foremost, like I am in awe of you, Tiffany, and you have, I mean, you've moved my whole spirit and heart and mind because you said something. I saw you on I think it was African Tigress the other night, and one of the things that I've been reaching out to people about lately is all of these impossible scenarios that people come up with, all the reasons why I can't, and I want to, but I can't. This is stopping me, this, that, and the other, and how I heard you speak and being 19 and speaking about your circumstances, not having family backing, and what you said was what I've been saying to people. I've heard many other people say, if you want it bad enough, if you know it's for you to do it, you said, if I can do it, then you can too. You know what I'm saying? And I would encourage people to go to African Tigress's channel and listen and watch this interview with this empress, this young empress, Tiffany Banner. If you haven't heard of her before, and just listen to everything that she said that night too. Another thing that I remember, Tiffany, is people were saying, you're only 19. How are you going to make money? This, that, and the other. And you're like, I'm figuring it out. I don't know. But your spirit, and you consistently spoke about basically your ancestors are the ones backing you and compelling you to do what you're doing. And you just have so much faith and not even belief, but you just know that that is what you're supposed to be doing. And that is a universal message for everyone. I firmly believe in, if something is put in your spirit to do it, we have to get to the point where we realize where our real backing and our real fuel really is coming from. It's not our family and our friends. It's always spiritual. It's our ancestors. And when you really put your trust and your faith in that, you will see, you guys, that they won't fail you. There is nothing that you cannot accomplish. And when they put it in your spirit to do this and we are obedient, we are fully covered and taken care of. Now, what I want to say to you guys is Tiffany said that she is exploring options and opportunities and different ways to make money. I want to say this right now. She is more than a trailblazer. She's like a meteor coming down, or meteorite, or coming down from heaven, from the skies, like lighting up the way. Please use her as an inspiration. But because of that, please support her if she doesn't advocate. Because I was like, she sound like me. I made a joke. I said, this child seems like she might be my first child that I lost, reborn, because like you resonate so much on a spiritual level, but what I didn't hear you do, which is something that I promised myself I'm going to do more now, is say, yes, I'm here. I don't have any means of income right now. Please support me, help me, My Cash App is, and I don't, I please just, you guys support this young lady. Don't have her out there blowing in the wind. You know, like myself and many others, she never visited. I'm kind of regurgitating what I heard from you the other night. You never visited the continent ever before, and you just moved. And you know, like I say, different folks for different strokes. And I spoke, Dinus, you remember when I was on a couple nights ago and I spoke about some people having to plan, they just can't function if they don't plan and have it all sort of, some people move off of impulse, some people move off of intuition and instinct. And, you know, that's basically spirit propelling you. And that is what this young Empress has done. You guys need to see this young lady with an invisible crown. This is royalty. This is African royalty sitting before us that has returned. This is an old spirit. She is an ancient one. And yes, she's saying things that we might have heard before, but isn't it, you know, knowledge? We have to have heard these things before. And the purpose of knowledge is to bring it and, you know, give what we've learned to other people. But the difference with Miss Tiffany Banner here is that she's actualizing it. She's living, she's applying her knowledge, and she is articulating everything so well. This is when we talk about divinity in us, this is a living example of someone who has surrendered and submitted totally to her inner divinity, because she's obviously on a nothing is impossible trail. I think that the glare of the light behind is doing me a favor by blocking out how tired I look, but it's also probably annoying to some of you guys. I mean, sorry. Is that better? I don't know. So I'm not looking at the chat, but can you guys troll alert? I can't, I'm not moderating right now. So Franklin, you're the only other moderator that I've seen. If there's a troll alert, get him out of there. Do not let anything and anybody attempt to crush this young soul's or old soul spirit. We have people out here that can't just let people live according to their destiny. They do everything to try to pull you down. You're going to get a lot of it, but you know already that you're shielded, you're protected, you're divinely guided. Just stay with that. Please tell people, Dinus, excuse me if I'm overstepping, but tell people what your Cash App is or your PayPal.
Hold on, let me unmute her.
And
Tiffany, go ahead and share your Cash App, Tiffany. Your Cash App and your PayPal, Tiffany.
Oh, so I actually don't have Cash App. It just does not work for me.
We can barely hear you. And it's like a real bad cracking sound. Tiffany, you got an earpiece? You got your headphones?
No, I don't. Should I put them in?
Yeah, please. Let's try that, because it's a cracking noise and then you're very low. Yeah. Okay. I'll go ahead, Fatima. Oh, my bad. I had muted you. Hold on.
Oh, no. I did because I have my ceiling fan sounds like an old squeaky bed. It's kind of awkward. So I muted it. But Tiffany, a Cash App doesn't work here in Ghana either. However, I mean, I wouldn't advise you or anybody else to do it. I do have someone did we lose her? Is she there?
Yeah, I think we lost her.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's a whole lot better. Yeah, we're good now. Okay, no more cracking noise. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Maybe
Awesome.
This glare.
So, Tiffany, what's your PayPal?
What I have is somebody, or how can Ria Wave? Does Wave work there? Okay, so as far as the Cash App goes,
I have.
How can people give you money, Tiffany?
PayPal and Venmo.
What's your PayPal, Tiffany?
My PayPal. So I actually can't remember it off the top of my head, but I do have a link that I could probably post in the chat.
What is your email associated? What is your email?
Tiffany, email me your link so I can put it in the chat room again. Email me your link,
Oh yeah,
Tiffany.
TBANNER92@gmail.com.
That's your PayPal email address? Tiffany, that's your PayPal email address?
You kind of, I can't hear you anymore.
Is that your PayPal email address?
I can't hear you.
92@gmail.com.
Is that your PayPal email address?
Hello?
Yeah, is that your PayPal email address?
Yeah, that was my PayPal email address, but you chipped for some reason. Is the cracking sound back?
Yeah, it's still cracking when you.
Okay, let me try this again.
Guys, if you want to donate, T Banner, the email is in the chat room for a PayPal. All right, Mr. Firebrand, go ahead.
Hey, how you doing today, Dinus?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
And how you doing today, ladies? You guys are fire. I had to come on. I've been following you, Tiffany, ever since I saw that fire exchange that you gave to the Mzungu in at the beach. I mean, that was fire. And I was like, who is this? Who is this young woman? And it's funny when Dinah said you weren't born when he was 19. You or Dinah's weren't born when I was 19. You know, but you guys are fire, and I just wanted to say that. And you know, one thing I wanted to say, it's hard because I'm making my plans to go to the continent, to the Gambia, and it's not easy, especially you being single like that, because I've traveled around to different countries when I was younger, and it's to pick up and leave. You deal with fear. You deal with fear of how you're going to make money, and those type of things. And the fact that you picked up and left on faith, it just says a lot about your spirit, you know. And I just wanted to say, you really are a what's the word? You're an inspiration to people, because I'm dealing with health issues. I mean, I just turned 59 in August, and I'm dealing with health issues, and I'm still gonna go. I'm still going, and I got a lot of stuff that I have to let go of. You know, I got to sell my house. I got to do a lot of stuff. And
Mr. Barber, not to cut you off. So, are you going to sell your house?
Yes.
Because some people would say keep your house. Some people would
Thank
say
you.
sell it.
It's
Why?
so clear that.
Here's the thing. I was gonna keep it, but I've been in situations where I've rented my house out, and without being here, I know it wouldn't work, because I was here in my hometown and I was in another place, and I had a management company handle it. And when the people leave, you still got to pay your mortgage, you know. And I happen to be in Austin, so the property values are raising.
That's prime real estate right now. Austin.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Exactly. So I'll do better selling it, taking it there, buying my land and building my home and starting a business. I'd do better doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
So yeah, I've given it a lot of thought, and I just want to cut ties. I have family here, but I want to cut ties financially with the United States and just move there and plant my flag and do it. You know, and I commend you for doing it, because it's not easy, but it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable. And the only thing that you have to fight is your own fear. That's it.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all I wanted to come on and say to you. I was going to ask you a question about, you know, how you're surviving and everything, but you kind of answered that. And that's really cool. And keep up. And I'm gonna be following you. When you hear Mr. Pirate Brain comment in your chats, that's me.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Dinus, for letting me come on. And thank you, sister, for hearing me out.
Of course, yeah. Thank you.
Let's see here. All right, go ahead. Fatimah, go ahead.
Oh no, it's doing it again.
Okay. I just want to speak to, the narrative that, we coming from the diaspora, we should be coming to make a change. A lot of people,
I can't hear
face
anything.
disappointments coming back.
Yeah, I think that's on your end, Tiffany. Tiffany, go ahead. Go ahead and Tiffany, can you hear us now? Can you hear us now, Tiffany?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, but you can't
No,
hear us.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me see something.
Yeah, just go ahead and turn your Bluetooth off and I'll just mute you. I was gonna say, go ahead and turn your Bluetooth off, and then can you hear me now?
I still can't hear anything.
Turn your Bluetooth off, and then I'll just mute you when it starts cracking.
Rejoin?
Yeah, do that. Do that. Try to rejoin. Yeah, try to rejoin. Rejoin.
Let's see something.
Rejoin.
Rejoin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rejoin. Okay, there we go. All right, Fatimah, go ahead.
Yeah, she'll see this on the replay, I guess. There's so much work that needs to be done here, just as, and I spoke on this the other night too. There's a lot of rehabilitation that needs to be done. But one of the main reasons that we are coming back for is to help rehabilitate the things that need to be done here. So she spoke the other night on African Tigers' show also about what Mr. Pirate Bean mentioned a while ago, seeing the Europeans on the beach with the young children, the pedophiles. And Tiffany was brave enough with her 19-year-old self to take on these pedophiles head on when she saw them holding little children and kissing on them and hugging on them. And that's just, we want to sit in the diaspora and complain about all the twisted stuff going on in Africa as if the same stuff or worse isn't happening in the diaspora. But what sense does it make to come back home if you're not going to do your part to really confront the real issues that need confronting so that we can truly reclaim, our birthright? And I don't mean coming and taking over the land and disregarding our native brothers and sisters, reclaiming our cultures, our traditions, our freedom, our sovereignty, so I want to give it up to her too for being brave enough to have taken on those people on the beach. I don't know if you want to touch on it again, Tiffany, where you saw them. I can't even speak about it clearly. It really did something to me. I mean, we know that it's going on. You see about it, you hear it and see it on documentaries and stuff like that. But when one of our own go in and meet this head on, face to face, and actually charge it, that was very more than commendable and very brave of you. So,
Sister
but this is
Blanca.
the mindset. This is the mindset that we need to be coming with, and not being afraid. But we also have to be careful, because just like in the diaspora, we're dealing with, there are going to be people who don't want to change or don't want to hear the truth, and the truth that they know is the only truth that they want to accept. And I'm telling you, I'm dealing with it on a day-to-day basis, and I'm like, you have to sift through, and pull the gold out and sit. All right, but there are issues that need confronting and tackling, but with diplomacy, with the backing of your ancestors, and always being mindful to let our brothers and sisters. I'm not talking about these pedophiles and these creatures that are violating. But for our own, patience is required. But we need to be coming with that passion
Right.
And patience. Yes, we have to come here, not with the mindset of, okay, well, I'll just deal with it. These people, I'm just happy to be back home or whatever. Can't just come and sit on it. Otherwise, just like home, you're a part of the problem here too. But you have to be very careful with our brothers and sisters. It takes love, really. There's the level of self-hatred is just unreal. And they don't even realize it. And I'm not speaking about everybody. I don't want anybody beating me up. You know, I'm very much connected to, and I've always been aware of my African ancestry. I'm Jamaican, so I'm not speaking against my own.
Hey, Fatima, I
But
want to go ahead and I want to go ahead and let the
oh,
sister talk and then pass it back to Tiffany.
no problem, no problem.
All right,
Thank you.
go ahead.
All right. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. So thank you for having Tiffany on as a guest today, Prince Dynasty Amir. This is just wonderful.
Hey, I love that book in the background. I love that book. That book in the background. That book right there. That book looks familiar. That book looks familiar in the background. And see, with that being said, everyone who's watching this needs to have a kinky hair is coolly hair copy of the book. There you go. There you go. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. That book is intentional because, you know, this is just wonderful to really be here, like in the same space with someone on the other side of the world. And, you know, Tiffany, you're amazing. Just like the other sister was saying, just like the last brother was saying, you know, you're doing what we all are supposed to be doing. And so is Prince Dynasty Amir. And so, you know, we all just have to do whatever we can do wherever we are. So like, I can't go to Nigeria right now. I can't go to Tanzania right now, but I can get a book, you know, that Prince Dynasty Amir wrote. I can support my brothers and sisters where they are, so that way I can teach my children and I can show my children your story. So I just discovered you and your channel just from this particular interview. And so people in the chat were like, go to her YouTube channel, subscribe. So I did, you know, now I have your PayPal email. So it's like, oh, I got $5. You know what I mean? That's what we're supposed to do. And if I can get my book autographed, hey, maybe someday I'll get this book right here. Or another book, you know, I guess I gotta buy some more. But that's the point. You're doing what we're all supposed to be doing, which is the work of whatever we were put here to do. So here's my question for you, because I'm not a political person, I'm not a deep spiritual person, I'm just an everyday regular person, and maybe you think you are, but you're pretty amazing. So my question to you, Tiffany, since I haven't watched your videos yet, I saw like the titles and stuff.
Hey, so I actually still can't hear. I'm not sure what's really up with the Wi-Fi.
Tiffany,
Hear me? Can you give me a
do
thumbs
this.
up?
I can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not too sure what's going on. Do you think it would work better with the laptop?
Well, whatever works for you, so we can get you back on. So that's fine. Try your laptop. Try your laptop. Try your laptop. Laptop.
Tap out. All right, I'll tap out again and then join really quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can get on my laptop too and see if that works.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so while we're waiting for her, Dynasty Amir, can we discuss the book? You know,
absolutely.
Okay, so great. Let's discover this particular book. I got this for my daughter's 9th birthday. She just turned 9. We took a picture. It wasn't great, so I didn't send it yet. So I was
gonna ask you, have you sent your picture yet? You gotta take another picture.
I know we gotta get a good one because this book, like, we loved it. You know, it was different than I expected. It was better. So I thought it was going to be like, you know, sort of like just oops.
No, feel bad. My butt be falling all the time. Don't feel bad.
So yeah, I thought it was going to be like a story where they, like a typical story of empowerment, like, oh, the little girl went to school and then she discovered that her hair was just fine. No, this was so much better. I was like, oh, hold up. Like the history that's involved in this, the education that's involved in it, the artwork is amazing. And so one thing I didn't understand was how to get a signed copy. Like I did look on your website, and when I was there, it definitely directed me to Amazon. So I guess for all the listeners that probably want the books, can you just tell us,
if you want a signed copy, cash at me $20. I will sign it. If that's what Queen T does. Queen T, if you're watching this, basically what she'll do, she's like, Dynasty, I want a signed copy. I said, okay, cash at me $20. I'll get a copy here, sign it, and mail it to you. So that includes everything. That's what Queen T does.
Got it. Oh,
All right. Hey,
can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
It's much better. Yeah, I'm on my laptop now, but if anything happens, I just have it pulled up on my phone. So It's much better on the laptop.
All right, sister, if you want to ask Tiffany your question. But guys, again, if you want a signed copy, just cash at me $20. Let me know which book you want. If I have a copy here, I'll sign it and send it to you. If not, I have to order it. It will take a couple weeks, but you'll get your autographed copy, no problem.
Awesome. Okay. So, and then Tiffany, my question for you, because I was just saying that I'm not sure if you heard me, so I'll give a brief recap that I just found you from this interview, but then I found out that you have a YouTube channel because people in the chat were saying, she has a YouTube channel, go follow her. So I was like, okay, I can do that. That's free. Let me hit the subscribe button. I'll watch some videos because that helps you. And I'll have your PayPal email now. So I got $5, if all of us drop in $5, you can keep bringing the content. But my question is like, because of channels like this one, Search for Uhuru, because of people like Prince Dynasty Demir, people like me that are here in America right now, in North America, in the States, I'm like, oh, I can actually go to Africa. Now I know the steps. So I saw in some of your particular videos, it was like what to pack for the carry-on and things like that. So I want to hear from you just what exactly worked, because I know when you were filming those videos, I'm sure that was before you left. You were talking about, audio went out.
No, I didn't make a prayer. I didn't make it a lot, Tiffany. Tiffany, are they making prayer?
Hey, yeah. So I heard everything. It's just a little part of that cut out. But I heard you asking for me like what worked when I brought stuff here.
Yeah, because we're preparing to go to Ghana right now. Like we're getting our passports together, we're getting our ancestry done. And so we're like going through all the steps now that we see people like you, people like Donass, other YouTubers showing like, guys, just do it. This is how it's done. So yeah, what actually worked? Because I have 3 kids and, they're all girls, you're a girl. So, this helps us to know, like my kids are 9, 11, and 13. So I'm thinking they'll be trying to pack teddy bears. Like we've had that happen just going to local trips, they're taking up space with toys, but what actually worked for you, like essentials that were useful, from your video, from what you thought you needed and what you actually needed? That's my question.
Yeah, so it's right there plugged in the wall, but the thing that I ordered from Amazon, it's the plug converter that worked really well, and it also worked in Qatar. So when I had my layover in Doha, I was able to use that. So that was one thing that worked. And I just brought the bare essentials, minimum, because I knew I would just be starting over my whole life. So I didn't really bring that many clothes because I don't like Western clothes. Western clothes has a different spiritual essence. So I just got a whole completely new wardrobe over here. Like I'm wearing a dera right now. This is what a lot of local Tanzanians wear. And I just brought basically essentials that I need to live with. But everybody's different because I really only brought a carry-on. So I just brought what I really needed. And then everything else over here, I was like, yeah, I'm just starting over.
So you actually bought clothes and you found whatever essentials you needed once you got there, and it was affordable?
Yeah, like I think a lot of people have this huge concept of you need to save thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars moving to Africa, which is not true at all. This data right here, hi,
That's
this
my
data,
11-year-old.
nice to meet you. This data cost me 10,000 Tanzanian shillings, and that's about $4 US, and it came with a scarf as well. It's right over there. So Africa is very affordable. The US dollar stretches a really far away, and every time you spend your dollar locally, your money is going back to Africa, you know. Even in America, you can't, the whole buy black thing is not very, it's not real because your landlord is not black. The landlord of the person who is owns the building of the black owned shop that you just went to is not black. So all that money that you might be spending in a black owned business in America is never truly black. So here is where you can really make African purchases and have it go back to African people. Like I made a friend at one of the fruit stops and I see him every day and I'm like, Mambo Kaka. And, whenever I buy a papaya from him or a pineapple, I know it's going right back to him. And that's going to be able to go back to his family and his wife and his children. And you know exactly where your money is going here. So you know where your money is going here. And it's also very affordable. It's very, very affordable.
Right. And so I guess last question, if I'm allowed, Dinah, I don't know if I have time for one more question. You let me
go. Yeah, one more question is cool. That's fine. No problem.
Sure. And this is a question that as Americans, people always want to know, which is, what about the water? Like when you got there, like here in the States, they're always like, don't drink the water when you go to Africa. That's just a part of the propaganda. They say, don't drink the water. How did you figure out what you could eat, what you could drink when you got there? Or how you were affected, I guess, if you were affected at all.
Like you said, that's more propaganda. Like the tap water in America is far more poisonous than the tap water here because tap water over there has chlorine and it has fluoride. And those are two dangerous chemicals that are necessities to go in American water. And also, I don't know if other people notice when you put tap water in your eyes, it burns. And when I was a child, I was always taught that was just what's supposed to happen. But that doesn't happen here. Like I can wash my eyes and my eyes don't burn. So American tap water that's supposed to be safe to drink is so much more poisonous than the tap water here. Although I'm not going to be drinking the water from tap here. All you really do is you can just buy You can buy gallons from wherever they have water available everywhere. Or you can find a spring. I haven't found a spring yet, but I wanted to find a spring near my house because that's the most alkaline, most untouched source spring water that's direct from a spring. But or you can put a water filtration system into the pipelines in your house, or you can distill it yourself. There's so many options. Like I said, the whole water thing and the food thing is very much propaganda. And the water bottles on the side are very, very cheap. But my thing is water and food should be free. Like it's just colonialism and capitalism that you have to pay for water and food. But yeah, the water here you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think even here in America, people don't really drink tap water anymore without a filter. So, you'll be fine.
That's true. That you both make a great point. Thank you for having me today, and Dinah, thank you again for all your work.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the support and buying the book. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I got a question. So, blind guy, his wife. Like, is your husband blind or boyfriend blind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my husband, he's been blind since he was 19, and I personally believe he was a part of that medical apartheid situation where he got sick and
it's called marital stress.
Sit down. He said it's called marital stress, and so.
Oh, you're not the book. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. What's up, brother?
Hey, Fresh Dinah Samir.
How you doing?
This one, I took the little youngest one for a walk. I just came back and heard her talking about me. I said, let me go defend myself.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, actually, that's what we talk about. There's a lot of misconceptions about blind people, and so now that we know that people don't know how to interact with blind people, that's what we figured we'd talk about. Like, we've been going through this over 20 years. And so, we just talk about like how he gets things done, as far as like just now he took our daughter for a walk, our youngest daughter, because the other two are still in school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's at the gun range, or just everyday stuff. And so that's what we discuss on our channel. But as cultural artists, that we're storytellers. That's what we've been doing for a long time now. So anytime I see a book, I'm like, yeah, let's get the book. Let's find out more about the artist. And I was telling him, Corey, how powerful the book was. Like, it was way better than I expected.
Right. It was really good. And all three girls read it, and they read it out loud to me, and it was really a nice twist that you put. No pun intended. A nice twist you put on the hair story. Because people need to know that, especially our young kids. So I appreciate it for that.
Yes.
I appreciate you. Thank you. And guys, everybody, go subscribe. Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life channel. Make sure you guys go subscribe, everyone. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, and to Tiffany Banner's channel, I subscribed.
Thank
And
you.
I like this video. Y'all hit the like button on the video. I did it. And so thank you, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Good day.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Fafum Law, you got any more questions for Sister Tiffany Fafum Law?
No, I just want to speak to the water situation for those, depending on where you're going in Africa. On Amazon, you can get an ozonator. And it's the best thing to have during this pandemic thing too, and all of this biological and chemical warfare. Get an ozone generator. You can get a portable one for the kitchen. It's anywhere between like $42 and $80, and you can ozonate. You can purify your water via ozone. And actually, if you do it long enough, if you Google how to oxygenate the water, you can actually, through ozonation, have oxygenated water. It boosts your immune system, but also just purifying your living space with ozone and breathing in that ozonated air is so between $40 and $80. Ozone generator, get two. Remember, when you get to the African country that you're going to, check for the voltage, the types of plugs that they use. Inquire about a step down, so you don't blow your electronics and your appliances out. So I mean, again, back to the excuses, but the water might make me sick. Look, we have well water in our yard. We drink the well water. It's more pure than anything you're going to get in America right now. And like Prince Dinah said, hardly anyone drinks the tap water in America anymore. You have to find a way to purify your water. The other thing, I just have a question for you, Tiffany. Have you ever watched the Search for Uhuru channel before?
So I actually
Hold on one second. Happy Companion, there's an echo on your end. Hold on, mute him. Go ahead, Tiffany.
Yeah, so I actually have watched a few videos, and that was when I was really starting to get ready to leave. So I hadn't really gotten a chance to watch, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So I haven't really gotten a chance to watch a bunch, but I knew who you were, and when you messaged me, I was like, oh, that's really cool. So yeah, I knew who you were, and I watched some of your videos, especially about your book. So I think that's really awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm finished. I'm just gonna tell you why I asked, because I just wanted to know if our brother Dennis here was instrumental in any way, in your decision making, because I just don't feel like he, as a pioneer of this, and that's how I see him. I don't think that not you said, you haven't been watching him for long, but the reason why I asked is because, he does serve as an inspiration to a lot of people, and too few give him thanks and, express gratitude for that. But I'm rooting for you. Please find me. I'll try to find you. You are free to contact me personally anytime.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And again, the email address that you provided for your PayPal is the email address that is attached to your PayPal, the one that you provided with Dinah's with?
Yes,
that's the one that's attached?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so people can...
if anyone sends me an email, I won't reply to it because I get a lot of emails through that one. So the one that I use people to contact me is fortheancestors1@gmail.com.
Okay. Okay. So the reason why I asked too, there's the people that want to send you a PayPal and you don't remember your PayPal name or address yet, they should be able to find you on PayPal with your email address. So there's no excuse. Let's lift this Empress up. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Like, you said some beautiful words that really touched me. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Happy Companion. Your Metro PCS, your Boost mobile phone is acting up. Happy Companion, your Boost. There we go. Okay, we got you now. Happy Companion, go ahead, bro. Happy Companion, go ahead. Happy Companion, go ahead. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, yeah, that's that Boost mobile. we're talking to you, Happy Companion. Go. Okay, I think.
Hi, Mambo, shikamo.
Hello, something seemed to be wrong with the sound, so I'm
okay, we hear you now. We hear you now. Go ahead. Happy Companion.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, but I guess you can't hear us, but I can hear you.
I don't know, something's wrong. I can't hear anybody, but
yeah, same thing was happening to me.
Let me try it this way.
It's storming over here. I'm wondering if it's storming in Tanzania too. If it's it's all the way on the other side, but I know that messes with the network.
No, it was storming earlier today, so I don't know if that has caused anything with the signal, but it's stopped now.
Okay.
Looks like he's back. He's still loading. Hi, brother. Can you hear us?
Well, if anybody can.
Probably not.
So proud of this dynasty mirror thing.
Good message, and we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Is it raining over there?
Seem to be some trouble with the internet.
Companion? Is he in Tanzania too, Dinus? Or somewhere else? Dinus, can you hear me? Oh, your mic is muted. Dinus, your mic is muted now.
Yeah. I hear everybody.
Oh.
I hear everybody.
Where's the Happy Companion calling from?
I'm not sure, but we can't hear him. Guys, if you want to call in, we'll take a couple more callers. We'll take two more. Uhuru at search for Uhuru.com. Uhuru at search for Uhuru.com. Wow. Send me an email and I will send you the link.
I feel like I'm back in the Gambia with the internet right now. Something's wrong. So
yeah. So email me Uhuru at search for Uhuru.com and I will send you the link. We'll take two more callers and we'll let the sister. I know Sister Tiffany has probably a lot of stuff to do. You know,
let me leave and come back in then.
Okay, yeah. So then,
so we're hearing
we will allow her to enjoy her beautiful day in Tanzania. Tiffany, when are you going to? You haven't been to Zanzibar yet. Why have you not been to Zanzibar yet?
No, I have not been to Zanzibar because a lot of stuff has happened. And I wanted to just basically get set up and everything, you know, get my stuff set up in my new house. But as soon as I feel like I'm ready to make my next move, because I want to make sure my foundation is set, I am going to go to Zanzibar and I'm going to explore the whole place. And the goal is to visit all 54 countries on the continent. But first, I'm going to visit Zanzibar and explore everything, because technically I didn't even know. Technically, it's like a different country, but like
it's weird. It is, but it's not. It's so with Zanzibar is weird. It is, but it's not. It's I don't know how to call it.
So Julius Nyerere, the president I forgot what year he was, but he's actually the one that made Zanzibar a part of Tanzania. So something, it's like an interesting fact. Zanzibar actually has its own president. It's technically under the same government, but Zanzibar, you know, Tanzania has Magufuli, which is most likely going to get reelected, and then Zanzibar has their own president government, kind of. So yeah, it's kind of weird how they do it, but it works. It's still unified, kind of.
Yeah, because I remember when I forgot what it was when I got to Zanzibar. So when you go to Tanzania, if you're coming straight from America, you don't need a yellow fever card, or you don't have to you don't have to show proof of yellow fever. You don't have to. But if you're going from, basically if you're going from one African country to another African country, they sometimes ask for that yellow fever card. So I remember coming from Tanzania to Zanzibar, and they're like, "Where's your yellow fever card?" I'm like, "Ain't y'all the same country?" But they ended up letting me go through. But but yeah, okay.
That's strange.
All right, so we got this call coming in. Guys, hit that like button too. Please hit the like button, you guys. Hit that like button. All right,
Tiffany,
hit the like button.
Do you have any projects that you want to get your hands into?
I have
I feel like I'm like a silhouette incognito.
I have a lot of projects that I want to get started, and one thing that's really dear to me is starting my own restaurant. I've wanted to start a restaurant since I was a child. And one thing is I'm vegan, and I don't even really call it vegan because the name and concept of vegan is westernized. I like to say ancestral diet. So the way that my ancestors ate in ancient Kemet is the way that I like to eat. So I want to be able to make a restaurant like that here, because I noticed that really the only options they have here are meat or white rice. And white rice doesn't even grow here. It's all imported. So I want to be able to give options to people in Dar es Salaam at first, but I see it going very big. I want to give options to people that want to eat better, that don't want to eat the same thing, the same thing that our ancestors are forced to eat, because, it's not the same. We're not forced to be on the plantations anymore, so we don't have to be forced to eat the same food, the same filler food, because white rice has absolutely no nutrients. It's been stripped of all of its nutrients. It's literally just dense. It's just a filler. So I want to be able to provide good food, like ancestral healing food for people that can be able to heal themselves, because there's so much food
compatible with our DNA, right?
Exactly, with our DNA, because it actually, we are naturally lactose intolerant because we were never made to drink milk, and we were never made to eat milk. Those were things that were forced into our diet. So my first project I really want to do is to start my restaurant, but before that I want to maybe start making personalized meals and stuff for people. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to.
Do you want to do that in Tanzania or Gambia? The Gambia.
I'm going to do it in Tanzania.
You want to do it in, okay.
Happy Companion, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here now. Finally, had to go to a different area. Yeah, just want to say, thanks for having me on the show, Prince Dynasty. I've been meaning to come on for a long time, but haven't got the nerve to do so. But also proud with his sister right here, this young lady. I have a 24-year-old. She just turned 24. She's in college, about to graduate. And I took her to Africa 3 times, Kenya 3 times, and Zanzibar, Tanzania, but she didn't go to the Gambia this time because of COVID thing. But what I like to say is that, and she said you don't need that much money to go there and to strive or not. And I agree in a lot of what she said as well. But having the support from us diaspora, when pioneers like herself was going there and they moving there and trying to relocate, repatriate, I think they need a lot of support, even if they don't want it. You may not want it, but accept it. If we giving it to you, try accept it and build from there. And be stay humble like you are. You're humble, very humble young lady, and I think that you're gonna do well there. Like I said, I didn't go to Tanzania part. I went to Zanzibar, which is part of Tanzania, but I always want to go to Dar es Salaam and things. But when I saw, I normally just watch on here. I've been meaning to get on, but and I have my own channel too. So and I have you on. I think I subscribed to yours too. I think I did. I just, your face looks so familiar to me. So, I was just in the Gambia. I spent 2 months there, and I bought land there, and I'm going back soon. Hopefully by the end of the year or next year at the latest. So that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, and I just have to get on here and say hello. I mean, if you have any questions, I sent you an email. If you need any advice, anything, I know some people in Kenya too as well. If you need any assistance, just let me know. That's what it's all about.
Right. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
No problem. No problem. What state are you from again?
I was born in New York, but then I was raised in Georgia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I spent some time in Brunswick, Georgia. I was there, the same area where our brother was lynched at. So, I was there, and but not during that time. But I remember I've been to Atlanta a lot of times. So about maybe 15 times or something. I got in Atlanta, Georgia. We have a California picnic. I'm from Long Beach, California, born and raised. So we have a picnic at Morris Brown College every April, the third weekend of April. I don't know if you guys heard of that. Prince, have you heard of that?
No, I've heard of it. Not the Cali picnic. I need to go. I'm from Cali, so
That's what I've heard.
I didn't know about it. So I'll be April. Damn, no, I can't go this April because I'll be in Sierra Leone. I think. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll be able to make it.
Yeah, I was thinking about going on your trip. We'll see. Prince, as far as Sierra Leone, I have ancestry there too via DNA. I think about 17%. So I was looking into going there and possibly getting a passport and citizenship too. So let's see how that goes. Because one of the brothers, his name is Amara. He's from Sierra Leone. He's been on my channel. He may go on your channel too. He's been on Joe channel as well. He's from Sierra Leone, but he lives in North Carolina. But he has a wealth of information about getting citizenship there and what steps to take. So he's been in the States for like 20 years. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Bye.
sister.
All right.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. With that being said, guys, Sierra Leone trip, everybody come and join us April 21st to the 30th, everybody. April 21st to the 30th. Come and roll with us, guys. We're going to have a trip of a lifetime. April 21st to the 30th. Go to searchforahuru.com. Again, searchforahuru.com for more information. Send me an email if you have any questions. Include your phone number as well. Okay. There we go, everyone. There we go. All right. God's clan off. God's clan off. Go ahead.
Hello. Good day, everybody.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
Hi. How are you guys doing?
We're good. How are you?
I'm fine. I've been following you for a very, very long time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been sometimes in your chat and also in the shows of African Tigers, everybody, in fact.
Okay.
I know Stephanie. Stephanie, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fine. I was watching when you went to the beach in the confrontation. I was watching all the time. You know why I'm hiding? I'm working for a company. I'm still in the West. If they notice me, they will kick me out. Because in any company, the higher you are growing, the more sensitive you are. So that's why, but Dynasty, you saw me before I was in the backstage, right?
It might have been a while ago. I don't remember, brother.
Okay.
I would say, what's your question from Miss Tiffany?
How is she doing there? And I think in Tanzania or in Zanzibar? Yeah.
Tanzania.
Okay. I have studied together with people from Tanzania and even Zanzibar. So I won't mention their names. Maybe, who knows, they are watching. I think there are more than 500 people in the... And what type of business can we do there?
Well, I mean, basically anything. I like to say any problem that you might find here is an opportunity in disguise. So the other day, basically yesterday or 2 days ago, I was having some trouble finding natural hair products, but we all know that's because of colonialism, and they don't want us to have our real hair out, and they don't want us to have our crown. Our hairs are our antenna, antenna, and that's where we receive most of our spiritual information. So if there's no natural hair care products, then you have the resources to make it yourself and create a business off of that. And on top of the fact that there's so much opportunity here. It's just, you could see just nothing, and then other people could see opportunity to just build up, because we're not just coming here to escape America or to escape the Caribbean or to escape the UK. We're here to build up our land after it was completely destroyed by foreign invaders. So yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here. Whatever you want to do, you will be able to do, as long as you have your ancestors backing and as long as you are driven to do it. You have to put work behind it. You can't just do something and expect it to flourish. You have to put work behind every single thing that you do. So there's a bunch of opportunity here. Just whatever you turn your hobby into your business. So yeah.
That's true. I never planned to work for a very long time for a company, because I know that it's only business that can develop every place in the world. But some people, when you trust them to the business, they just, it has happened with me, not on the continent, but outside, some people, they just destroy the business. And because I told them, guys, look, do the business. I have a contract. I want to work on the contract in the company, and I will be coming every 2 or 3 months, or by phone. I provide everything. You need a new phone, I will. I give a free phone to everybody who is working for us, and they don't like that. I don't know. Maybe too brainwashed, and everything is gone. Thousands of dollars it has cost me for nothing. It was better if all that money was invested somewhere in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, brother. Hey, brother, we appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
And one thing more. I have a website. Let people join. The name is linktr.ee. It's a platform like Facebook, and a combination of Facebook and Google.
Okay.
Not Google, YouTube. Sorry, YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate it.
I will put it in the private chat. Maybe you can put it on the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Dinus.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. I just sent the link to one more person. It was Sister LaShonda Moore. I sent you the link, LaShonda Moore, and you'll be the last guest, and then we'll close out. LaShonda Moore. We'll call in LaShonda Moore, and we'll ask Sister Tiffany a question. Guys, hit that like button again. Hit that like button. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Hit that like button, everyone. Hit that like button again. Tiffany, I got to get back out to Tanzania. I need to connect you to Tiffany Okafor. She's in Dar es Salaam too.
Really?
Yeah, so I'll offline email. I connect that so you guys can hang out in Dar es Salaam. But she's repatriated too. She's in Tanzania.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the sister, I just sent you the link. We're waiting for you to come on, and then we'll go ahead and log off. So Sister LaShonda, I sent you the link. Sister LaShonda, I sent you the link. We are waiting for you. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah. Oh, so when you go to Zanzibar, there's a spot called Stone Town Bed and Breakfast. All you gotta do is catch the ferry. Pause. All you gotta do is catch the ferry from Dar es Salaam, from the port.
Yeah.
Catch the ferry. Pause. And it'll take you directly to the Zanzibar. It's like an hour. Yeah. It's like an hour boat ride.
It's so simple, and you get to see the beautiful, like, turquoise blue sea. It's
right.
you know, and you look at it and you think, this is Africa. This is what has been kept away from me for so long. So I'm really just going to cherish every moment when I get there. And I'm going to be doing a lot of, you know, even weekend trips to Zanzibar and stuff too. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. I think everyone should go to Zanzibar when they come to Tanzania. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I've been twice to Zanzibar. I've been twice.
Yeah.
All right, sister, we're waiting on you. Sister Lashonda. Sister Lashonda, we are waiting on you. We'll give you a couple more minutes, and then we'll, here we go. Here she goes. All right, Lashonda, go ahead. Lashonda, you got to turn out the
I'm really, really looking forward to it. I think everyone should go to Zanzibar when they come to Tanzania.
Playback going. You got to turn off your playback.
Oh, okay.
Twice. Zanzibar, but twice.
Yeah.
All right, sister, we're waiting on you.
Okay, I don't know. Look, I'm trying to. What am I supposed to be doing, guys?
Okay, hold on. Okay, so Lashonda, where you have the playback on YouTube, you have to turn that off or mute that.
Okay.
Playback.
Okay.
Playback on. You got to turn off your playback.
Okay, I'm trying. I don't know. It won't give an option to turn. How am I supposed to? Okay, I don't know.
Hold on.
What are we supposed to be doing, guys?
Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, so Lashonda, so what you have to do is go to your YouTube, where the screen where you're watching on YouTube, and just mute it. Okay, we lost him. Okay, let's wait for her to get back on. Okay, we lost her. All right, so we'll wait for her to get back on, and then after that I want you to gild my Jamaican sister. What's that code for? Gild. Oh, Fafumla, you Jamaican. What does gild my Jamaican sister mean? What does that mean? Fafumla, gild.
That's not necessarily a Jamaican term. Guild. Where's the comment? What is it?
I don't know.
Where is it?
Gild my Jamaican sister. She's very strong.
Who said it? Oh, maybe she meant to say guide.
Guide. Okay, maybe guide. Okay.
Yeah, probably guide.
Lashonda, you there?
Yes. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
You still got it. Okay, you got to turn. Just close the window. Close whatever the YouTube window is. Just close it. Just close it out.
Yeah. Got you. Okay. Is that better?
Testing. Hello.
Testing. I closed out my window.
Okay, it's just feedback. But go ahead. Ask your question.
Oh, I didn't have a question, Tiffany. I just wanted to say that you are very, very brave. Like, I'm 40 years old and I got 3 kids, and I'm just trying to set up my plan now, and I'm ready to come. And I just want to say that you have inspired me and a whole lot of other people around the world. And I just wanted to get that out there, because I watch Huru. I watch his lives all the time. So this is actually my first time coming on. And I just want to say shout out to you, young lady, because it's so many people here in America that they're not even there mentally, and they don't even understand what we're going through over here. And for you to be 19 years old and just to take that leap and just go on faith is just amazing. I just want to say thank you. And thank you, Diamond, for everything that you're doing, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because now I know that it is possible and it's tangible. Like, my father went to Africa when he was in the military, and he would always tell us how beautiful of a place it was. So I knew that we were being lied to for a long time, but I just didn't know, I didn't know the first steps to take to repatriate back home. Honestly, I didn't even think it was really an option. Like, our flights from here are so expensive. It's a deterrent. But
from where? Flights from where? Where are you?
I'm in Norfolk. I'm actually in Norfolk, Virginia. Like, we just have, we just got our airport built up a few years ago. So it's kind of like it would be easier to fly out of Georgia or DC. It would be cheaper. But I don't even care about that. I'm not even worried about prices now. Huh?
I was saying fly out of New York is cheap.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
Fly to New York.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, because I actually have a friend that's in Sierra Leone. He lives there. He's a native there, and he actually works in the Department of Tourism. The Ministry of Tourism. And he, I'm not sure if you guys heard of his Fanbul. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but they actually have a document.
I know. You're talking about Amadou.
Yeah, so they're it's actually a different guy, but he's part of the same organization. He's a young guy, and he's very, very involved. Like when I first met him through the internet over Facebook, and he told me he was into tourism, I had no idea the extent of tourism that he was in. But they actually have a documentary that's coming out in about a week to with the people, the Gullah Geechee people in South Carolina and their Sierra Leone. So yeah, okay. Yeah. He actually sent me the link, so I've seen it already. But he doesn't want me to, get it to other people because they're going to air it. I think like the 10th of October or something. But he wants me to come there because I just finished with school in December, so I'm licensed to teach and all that stuff. So I was thinking about coming there and opening schools. So he's actually on the ground and he wants me to come.
Let's talk offline.
Okay. Definitely, because I've seen that you put up the trip for Sierra Leone, and I'm like, I might not be able to afford that, but I'm trying to do what I got to do so that I can try to get there. So, one way or the other, I'm going to get there. I'm going to make it.
No problem.
So I just want to say thank you, young lady, because you just don't understand how much, if you can do it, then I know I can do it. So it's no excuse. Too many people make excuses about why we can't do anything. And if you can go and go halfway across the world by yourself, it's amazing. I know I can do it. And I love traveling by myself anyway. Just like you said, you don't got to worry about what people want to do. You don't got to worry about if they got enough money to do it or where they want to go. You can just roll on your own. So I'm used to doing it anyway.
Right. As long as you know that you are guided by your ancestors, you can literally do anything. If you doubt your ancestors, then you doubt yourself, because our ancestors are literally living within us. We are ancestors that have come back. I am an ancestor that has come back. A lot of people ask me how I have so much wisdom at such a young age, but that's simply because I'm an ancestor that has come back who did not get my job done previously, but I'm here to get the job more than done. So as long as you know who you are guided by, we are guided by the Most High and our ancestors. Literally, you can be 19 years old and move to Africa by yourself. There is nothing you cannot do when you have your ancestors on your side. So that is what I try to tell people. That's the main thing. Yeah. That's the main thing.
You remind me of myself when I was 19. People always told me, you seem like an old soul, like you've been here before. And I know I've been here before. I just wasn't sure, and I feel like I'm definitely being guided by my ancestors because, like I said, when I finished school in December, my plan was to move abroad. But it wasn't to move to Africa. Like I never thought about, okay, well, I can move to Africa. I was thinking, I'm going to go to China. I'm going to go to Asia, and teach there. And this is that and the third. But they don't need me there. They don't need me there. They don't need me here. Right. I know what I needed. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you for
to you both ladies. I just want to say here's a tip. 3 things. Tip. Here's a hint for everyone. You can always spot an ancestor return by a person that just does things.
Yes.
When you already know what you need to do, because that's the ancestral energy, the sacred energy just compelling you. You don't need to hear from anybody else. You don't need to go and see. You already know. Like she said, she didn't complete what she did, what she was here to do the last time. She came knowing what she has to do. She's going to do. So when you see someone just get up and go do, then you know that you're dealing with an ancestor return. And those of us who know, we need to give, and I am one too, but we need to really pay homage to that and give it every bit of elevation that we can.
Absolutely.
When that energy is in our presence. There are, if I'm correct, now there's 489. Looks like they didn't want to hear the ancestor talk, but there was 507 viewers of people in the chat and only 311. I don't know if that number is accurate. Can you guys, this is why we're not moving forward. Support. Do you know what one like can do? Every like that you do, come on, you hit the like button, and we shouldn't be having to beg someone to support us for something that's free. You have Dynasty Amir, who sits on this channel several times a day.
Yes.
Time is money, giving himself and his energy to you guys, whether you want to hear it or not. You still sit before the screen and absorb it all. Time is money. This is a part of this is a job. This is a part of his life purpose. And you might not agree with everything that he agrees with or whatever, but it's captivating enough for you to sit down and critique him, and you're taking time. And you cannot deny, those of you who sit and watch his channel all the time and critique him all the time, what is the purpose of that? You must be getting something from it. And if you're just leeching and doing your vampirism thing, fine, there's a price to pay. All I'm asking is that you hit the like button. Hit the like button.
He shouldn't have to say stop the stream and say, okay, hit the like button. You know, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous how people spend that time to sit and try to criticize, but then you're not doing anything to uplift your people at all. So like, why are you?
And the spookism, people getting spooked when you start talking about African spirituality and stuff. You know, you want to come to Africa. You want to go to Africa. You want to know what it takes. You want to know what's going to make it easier for you, but you don't want to really hear and accept what that is. It's your ancestors. Once you say, ancestors, bring me home, you're going to be on a flight coming home.
Right?
It will align. It will align. It will align. But I just watched the number jump from 507 to 580 something. It's going down. That's okay. It's not for everyone, but for those of you who are absorbing all of this energy being put out. I mean, it's a simple click of a button. If not a PayPal, a Cash App, a Super Chat. If not that, share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Come on. Put envy and jealousy aside. That should be me. I ain't helping them. Ain't nobody helping me. Put it aside. Help somebody, the universe, or your angels, whatever you want to call them. Whatever it is that you believe is going to help you. You know, you guys need to be figuring out how to get out of that country. That's all I'm saying. And it's not next year, 2 years from. It's now. You understand? And you're hearing from people that are living it. People that are already in motion, going. People that have been several times. The number one question I hear all the time is, Dynasty, you've been all the time. Why haven't you moved there? Politely, I would say, see, people don't get this side of me too much. But lately, I'm like, it's none of your business. It's none of your business why he hasn't moved there yet. But he's told you, I'm moving there. I'm moving there. We all have, our personal affairs that we have to tend to, especially when we're parents, and when we've got businesses and we got all kinds of things that we're tied into. Get out of his personal business and focus on you. He's saying, go. He's been there enough times to you've watched him travel the world and put himself in very vulnerable positions, a stranger to the environment. Several times enough for you to know that his heart is in it. Stop talking about, well, all of these people on here always talking about move to Africa and none of them moved yet. It's a process. And if you would get off your behind and make moves toward the process, then you yourself will be closer to getting there.
And it's also a mindset.
Criticizing other people.
It's also a mindset.
This 19-year-old.
It's a mindset.
Look at Tiffany.
But it's a mindset thing. Like people say, oh, you talk about repatriating back to Africa, but you never even visited. But first you got to get your mind right, because you can't leave from here and everything that we've been lied to and conditioned. You have to kind of separate yourself from that first before you even go there. Because it's like, oh, you're going to go there and you're not going to have these amenities and you're not going to have that. Listen, I don't care about none of that. My ancestors didn't have it.
But it's not true. It's only in certain places. That's the other thing.
I found you guys, Tiffany and Dynasty. I got introduced to Africa through Walter Maya. And I kept seeing him pop up in my feed. And I was like, who is this little guy? So I clicked on one of his videos, and from watching his videos is how I was introduced to other African YouTubers and other people in African diaspora, and so to speak. So yeah.
Okay, wonderful. See, Dynasty, and when you check your WhatsApp voice note, you'll see I actually spoke to that about the people that are really gaining from you, and it is inspiring them. But a lot of people are afraid to admit it because they listen to all the negative things coming from other people. When like Gina from the African Superstar said the other day, he's one of the first to do it. He was one of the first we got to see on YouTube, traveling the world and documenting and putting himself out there like that. And nobody, I mean, people feel like.
Ah, she froze up. Miss Banner, go ahead and close out, and then and share all your contact information, how people could donate, and all that good stuff.
All right. How do I do that? Do I just have to go through YouTube?
No. Just share it. You know what? Share it, tell it, dictate it, and I'll type it. But just share all your contact information. Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Give me a second. Go ahead and should I close out first, or should I just
No.
do it?
What I'm saying, go ahead and close out. Tell people how they could contact you, and tell people how they can donate to you. And I'll type it in the chat.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you can contact me on Instagram at tiff_12. You can email me at fortheancestors1@gmail.com. Don't email any other email because it'll just get lost somewhere, but fortheancestors1@gmail.com. And my Venmo is Tiffany-Banner-1, and my PayPal and my Zelle email are both tbanner92@gmail.com. So yeah.
So tbanner92@gmail.com is your PayPal.
Mm-hmm. And Zelle.
And Zelle. So guys, there you go. So make sure you reach out to the sister, support her. Everyone, like I said, when I was 19, I was playing football and chasing women. That's all I did. So, hey.
19, I had my first son, so I became 19. So yeah.
So I was in these streets when I was 19. So Tiffany, you do it the right thing.
Yeah.
Fafa Malau, anything like to share in closing? We're about to close out. Sister Fafa Malau, about to close out. Anything like to share in closing?
No, there's bad weather and the network is kind of. I just want to say, stop with all the excuses and stuff. Look at Tiffany, our young sister here. If nobody else, use her as a motivation.
Yeah. Then she froze up again. All right. So everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, family, go to dynastymirror.com. Until next time, family, Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. Peace.
All right.